people going to start nicking bites here, there and everywhere, even you, Al.
Oh, dear. Well, good luck, lads, anyway. I'm going to go. I'm going to get in my bivvy and get warm.
Yeah, you two. Tight lines?
Actually feel worse after that, chap.
It was the third day on the main carp lake in northern France, where we were all still gunning for the 60-pound target. Dovey had come the closest with a 56-pound mirror.
That's a proper old fish. Yes!
I was the only one not to catch. Were the carp anywhere near my spots? With the water being freezing cold, carp tend to move less, so using the bait boat's echo sounder proved vital. I had found the mother lode.
That's a serious hoard of fish. Look at this. There's the bottom. Look at that clean line and see these marks above. That's a shoal of fish there. That's just a ball of carp not moving almost.
This is so typical for the winter. The fish were only 30 yards away from my main spot, but it might as well be 30 miles in this cold water. So I repositioned one rod right into the ball of carp.
Oh, I've landed the rig. Look, look. You can see this is the rig's gone down. This is a group of fish, and that's my rig, literally, in amongst them.
Surely a bite had to be on the cards now. If not, I'd be taking up golf instead. But as we waited for the rods to go off, some terrible news of global proportions filtered through to the team. Ironically, it was then that I had my first bite. The COVID situation worldwide had started to escalate, and the talk of borders shutting meant we could become stranded.
I'm going to call this carp Corona, because that is what is about to end our trip to France prematurely. Absolutely devastated, if I'm honest, but we've got to go home for the safety of all the team, their families. Let's have a look what we got. And that is a really nice fish. That's probably going to be 50 pound, possibly, no, 40 pound, who knows? The aptly named Corona the carp. Well, here we go. 47.5 pounds of carp that you can safely say will never be forgotten. A blank saver, but at the same time, a premature session ender.
Au revoir, my French fromage. She went back to her watery world, and we all went back to Blighty, where nothing could prepare us for what was about to come.
Boris Johnson says COVID-19 is the biggest threat
this country has seen for decades.
As virus numbers surge
across the globe, as hospitals
are on high alert.
The UK is to go into a national lockdown
is to stay home, protect the NHS
and save lives.
I don't know about you, but I've got a really bizarre feeling of déjà vu.
7 months since we've had to pack up and get out of town.
Well, at least we've rested the swims nicely. They should be ready to go. Don't forget as well, lads, they're going to be massive at the minute. All of the big uns are going to be huge.
Talking of big uns, Dovey.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It's teed up. It's teed up. Now, if you walk away from here without a 70-pounder, there has to be a forfeit.
I think a lovely lap from the left of your margin right to the right.
In budgie smugglers would be a fair acceptance of your failure.
I'll take a challenge only if I do catch something. That forfeit you both have to do.
I'm going to play the middleman here and be fair. If you don't catch a 70, you've got to go for a swim. If you do catch a 70, me and Al have got to go for a swim.
Right, OK, yep. Challenge accepted. If I catch one...
You're going in. If I don't, I'm going in.
Good luck, lads.
Yeah, Neil, thanks for being a really rubbish negotiator. And we'll leave it there.
All right, catch you later, lads. Good luck.
Good luck, boys. See you later.
Laters, lads. Director, could you please bring up the first slide?
Well, the team target still remained at £60, and the odds of us catching one were a decent 13-to-1 shot. But obviously, a lot was riding on Dovey, also catching a PB-busting 70-pounder. And the odds on that were a very slim 80-to-1 chance.
How I've managed to avoid catching a 70-pounder on these trips, I'll never know. And I always want to catch one, but this time, I really want to catch one because I don't fancy going swimming.
Catch-22, I want me mate to catch one, but do I want him to catch one that badly? No.
In order to achieve our targets, we all had an added bonus in our favour. Natural baits like maggots and worms hadn't been allowed on the venue for a number of months, until now.
We're at the start of the winter season. We're allowed to use bait they haven't seen probably since we were here last, and that is going to give us a massive edge. I've got high hopes for this week.
We were all hoping to hit the ground running using our knowledge from the previous session, so we'd all be fishing the same swims, spots and rigs.
But this time, I was gambling and going all-out maggot-only hook baits on every rod. I'm taking a little bit of a chance here because I know there are tench and eels in here and they will absolutely love that hook bait, but so do the carp. So I'm going to try it. If the carp pick it up first, it's staying on. If the eels do, it's not.
Our rods were out and I felt good.
I don't think it's going to be very long at all. It's just a matter of when and how big, not if.
But it happened much sooner than expected. I was off to a flyer.
It's all about hitting the ground running. That's what a wise man once told me. I had 7 months to think about this. Use a bait boat, don't use a bait boat. Fish short range, but maybe fish long range.
Well, that didn't take long, did it? I've barely got my rods out, and Al is already into one.
Catch a 60-pounder, but don't catch a 60-pounder.
There's loads of donkeys in here, so I can imagine it's a big one.
I've got a feeling this is going to be not far off 60 pounds. It is going to be... This is big. Those shoulders are massive. Those shoulders are massive. I can't even work out how big it is. It's quite a large carp that we just kicked off with there, ladies and gentlemen.
How big, Al?
I don't know, maybe 60?
That's ridiculous.
The big question, was it actually a target-busting 60-pound plus carp? The scales would reveal the answer.
61. And that, ladies and gentlemen, means... Lads, you need a new target.
That's incredible. The first fish has beaten the target. Well, to be fair, my target was £70 anyway.
They call you Boris. Boris. There's a reason for that. You don't know the reason because you've not been around. You've been underwater while all this mayhem's been going on. But nonetheless, you're big like Boris.
Here we go. Team target was £60. Well, we've beaten that in about 2 hours of being here. That's what we do round here, and that is why we picked this lake. What a start. Ooh, you're heavy. You have been on those baguettes, haven't you? Oh, yeah.
Cheers, darling. Nice start. Oh, you are naughty.
Absolute hippopotamus.
The target bar was now being raised to a whopping 70-pounder. Let's hope you don't catch it, Dovey.
The rest of the day passed with nothing, but then... Could this be the bite to stop me swimming? Doesn't feel massive because it's kited so quickly. But it's not an eel. It's a carp. After a short fight, I got a bit of a shock when I saw it. They're all massive in here. Oh, God. I forgot about this. Go on, boy. Yes! That's a big old fish as well. Time to find out how big it was. Well, we've hit the ground running here. That is 64 pounds, 2 ounces. I forgot how ridiculous this place is. That's taken me by surprise. I didn't think it was that big, and he's only £6 off of them boys swimming in their knickers. I had a feeling my gamble with the maggot-only hook baits could well be a winner this session. If this was anything to go by, what a carp.
I can't quite believe the start them boys have had. They've both had a 60-pounder. Ridiculous. Whilst they're both already gunning for a 70-pounder, though, not me. I want a 60. And then a 70. And then the 80. Yeah, that's right. I'm not greedy.
Half an hour later, I did manage my first carp, but it wasn't the size I was after. Just over 31.
My night started with a carp on the left-hand rod, a lovely mid-50 mirror. And then my left-hand spot started rocking, literally until dawn. Get ready for the montage. Thank you very much. That's outrageous. Yes. Yes. I'm so tired. Get in the net.
What a sensational performance that was. And as the morning drizzle continued, so did Dovey's action.
Well, it's been light, and then dark, and then light again. No sleep. Don't know how many fish I've had now.
The director reckons you've had 11, Dovey. Nice one, son. He looks proper tired. Keep going. This could be the one. That left-hand spot is outrageous.
This one doesn't feel huge, actually. The bigger ones, you can tell almost instantly that they're just heavier, stay deeper.
I don't know. Can you tell?
That is quite a big fish. I was knackered at this point. Constant work all night hauling monster carp, but I had to keep going. I don't want to be swimming. Once it was up in the water, this fish actually looked massive. This would be really close. Whee! And now that it was in my net, I was blown away by its size. On closer inspection, it looked as big, if not bigger, than my current personal best carp. Could it finally be the 70-pounder I was dreaming of? Big un, innit?
After catching an amazing 11 carp in a sleepless night, Dovey was now about to weigh in the biggest. If it was over 66 pounds, it was a new PB. If it was over 70, he'd hit the team target, and myself and Ali would be going swimming. Mate, that looks massive.
That's a big carp.
I don't know, is it close? Is it 70? I haven't got a clue what's going on.
Yeah, no!
Like that is they're £4 increments, so 70.
£70
£70 for No!
Wait, you've got too many clothes on, bro.
Oh. No!
Al, get your swimming trunks out, boy!
What? I'm really happy for you.
I had done it. After 21 years of carp fishing, visiting countless venues all around the world, catching so many carp over 60 pounds, but now, finally, I had reached the elite 70-pound milestone.
Normally, when you get to watch one of your best mates catch a personal best carp, you know, you'd normally be over the moon. But it means I've got to go swimming, so I mean this when I say it. I wish he hadn't have caught it.
Oh, he's lovely.
That's madness. I don't believe it.
Nor do I.
It's a crazy old world out there. Do you know what? After we made that deal, I checked how many 70-pounders are in here. There's actually only 5, so the chances of getting one were slim to none. But we managed it. Look at that. New PB, 70-pound, and I get to watch them swim. How are you feeling now?
I'm pleased.
I've got no energy to pick it up. I've been picking up fish all night, but the adrenaline. Look at that. Job done, I'm going to go home. Oh, how fun is that? Do you know what? It's been an awful long time coming, that 70-pounder. I feel like I must have come seriously close loads of times, but with the added bonus of them giving us the deal, jumping in or not jumping in, and now I get to watch them jump in with a PB under my belt, 70-pounder. Life's good, isn't it? That will do. What a carp. Thank you very much, old boy. You have been amazing and overdue, actually. 70-pounder. Oh, do you know what? Guys, pleased to know that's freezing, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Get them old trunks. Yes!
He got it proper.
Good.
This meant two things now. Spooner and I were going swimming at the end of the session, and with the brutally cold easterly winds due, it was only going to get colder. Secondly, our team target was now an 80-pounder. There was only one in here, and with just 6 days left, it was a long 400 to 1 shot.
The next 24 hours proved to be totally crazy. It's another vegan. Nets were filling up, rods were constantly going off, the crew had to help out, even the director got involved.
Absolutely outrageous.
Dovey landed multiple monsters, including a brace of 60s. Unreal. He'd not slept a wink, but still worked like an unstoppable carp-catching machine.
Lionel Messi, Pele. I put Dovey in the same little realm as that, you know, when it comes to carp fishing. He is absolutely the top of the tree.
Dovey then had his second brace of 60s. Both 67 pounds.
Oh, my days.
And while Dovey was having a smash-up, I did manage a couple of 40s myself.
I had a corking 50 as well, but it was Dovey making all the headlines. By the end of the second night, he'd amassed 7 carp over the meteoric 60-pound mark, including that 70-pound Dreammaker, an insane haul of carp already at over 1,400 pounds in total weight. Crazy stats.
Now that is a super sharp hook, and actually that's one of the important things you need to take note of when you're maggot fishing. The rig itself is very, very similar to what I used in the past with boilie fishing. The only thing that's different is I'm fishing a slightly lighter hook length, 15 pounds. That's a little bit more supple. And the most important things are down here. You'll notice I've got a tiny little bit of cork on there underneath the maggots, and that's counterbalancing the hook bait, so it goes up really easily into the fish's mouth. If you can imagine, the maggots are on the bottom, they're tiny little particles, and that means that the fish's mouth is really close to the bottom, so they're not moving much. So the other important thing is that you're super accurate with your spod. Don't actually put that many out, probably 3 or 4 spoms out there, which is a few handfuls of bait, but it's very accurately around this rig, which means the fish don't need to move much, and with that super sharp hook, it nails them every time. Seems to be working very well this time, doesn't it?
The autumnal weather rolled in with the winds increasing, and it pushed into my corner of the lake. And it must have also pushed in the carp as I landed an absolute perler.
Oh, my God, that's a big fish.
And with it, I also managed to join the 60s club.
Well, look at that. I said I wanted a 60-pounder, and I've done that with a 66.6, my second biggest king carp of all time. I'm over the moon.
Nice one, Spoons. That's mega.
Over the next 48 hours, we all gunned hard for the 80-pounder, and multiple carp were caught by us all.
A standout pretty one from Spoons that was 49 pounds.
Dovey hit a personal landmark.
Quite fitting that this one's a 50-pounder, really, as it's my 50th carp. 56 pounds, 4 ounces.
Then an incredible team feat from Ali.
Oh, yes. How about that? 63 pounds, 8 ounces, our 10th fish over that magical 60-pound landmark.
Then, yet another 60 for Dovey.
What a trip.
And I made it a personal hat-trick of 60s with a 67-pounder. It was 60s for fun, but we were still way off the 80-pound target with only a few days to go. The temperature had plummeted overnight. The water when we started was 15 degrees. Now it was a bone-chilling 5. It was sure to slow the fishing and reduce the chance of an 80.
I had reeled in to pay Ali a visit. With only 72 hours left and freezing conditions, I wanted to offer him and Spoons an olive branch.
Right there, Bruce.
It's even cold around here, isn't it? If I'd have known it was this cold, I wouldn't have taken that stupid swimming bet, mate.
You don't have to worry about the bet, do you? It was all right, the weather, then?
Well, I'm going to give you a little glimmer of hope. Light at the end of the tunnel.
Those both sound very encouraging.
Yeah, it's a small glimmer. But if you or Neil catch an 80-pounder, you don't have to swim. You taking it?
What? Tell me what my other options are.
0. There are none other.
I have no choice, so I will take whatever you're handing out. I've been taking your crumbs when it comes to catching carp. I might as well take your crumbs when it comes to betting.
Well, you have got a knack of catching the biggest one, mate, so you never know, it might happen again.
It's the only positive thing you've said in this whole chat. Thank you very much.
Good luck, good luck.
Odds are not looking good. But was I about to pull it out the bag? Big fish, I think. Feels very heavy. This is coming through weed, which it could be. It felt a good fish, but it instantly weeded me at range, so I had to get in the boat to try and free it in case it was snagged. I had to slowly wind in, pulling the boat towards the carp. It's a big fish, I think, if it comes up. Oh, yeah, that is an absolute donkey. It's not even weed on it, it's just a monstrous carp. Bag of nerves.
I was literally just walking around to see out, and I heard him have a bite. And he had to go out in the boat. I can hear him talking. The way he's talking, it sounds like he's got a big one.
Whoa! Oh, my God. Oh, I'm shaking to my legs. The irony of playing it in Tom Swim.
I think because he's in my swim, it counts as mine. And then the rules.
My legs are a complete and utter mess. I think this could be a PB.
Now, his PB is £79, so he could be playing the big one.
No, there it is. Oh, my God. That has got to be an 80-pounder. That has got to be 80 pounds.
Ali's average has been absolutely ridiculous so far, so I wouldn't be surprised if this was a huge one.
No, it's charging away again.
Can't see it in the sun. Go on. Go on. Go on. Oh, yes!
Yes!
Hey!
Oh. Yes! I can't work out how big that is.
And it's definitely a big one. Find out in a minute just how big.
After getting her back to terra firma, it was the moment of truth. Was it a new PB? Was it the 80-pounder? And was it going to save us from swimming? I thought it was about... When I was playing it, I thought it was about 20 pound bigger than that. 56.4. Embarrassed. Apologies, everybody. False alarm. Serious false alarm. Get your budgie smugglers out!
Shocking, Al. Should have gone to Specsavers.
Or any other high street glasses retailer.
The remaining 48 hours on the lake meant we gunned harder than ever for that 80-pound beast. Spooner caught a stunning new lake record common at £52 8 ounces.
Dovey unbelievably banked 5 more 60s. And Ali got his swim absolutely rocking.
Oi, oi! Go on to 100!
And managed the 100th team carp of the trip.
Well done, Al!
Unbelievable! We weren't giving up. This was a whopping 67 pounds. But it is an 80.
It's getting colder, isn't it?
Close, but no cigar. Time, gentlemen, please.
Damn, that 80-pounder. What an incredible team haul. A total of 114 carp were caught, with 18 over the 60-pound barrier, including Dovey's 70. Insane.
I'm so glad we got to come back to Crete Lakes after the first half of our journey was cut short. Myself, I've not caught as many as the other boys, but I'm leaving here with the second biggest mirror that I've ever caught and lake record common. That'll do.
This is probably the biggest hit in the lake's history. Between 3 of us, you know, beyond the realms of believability, really. That many 60-pounders and a 70 thrown in, you know, that is, you know, up there with the greatest ever trips we've had.
As a team, we've done unbelievably well. There was obviously lots of fish in front of me. Al's done extremely well over there with a huge average. Neil, on the other hand, wasn't on many fish, didn't have an amazing week, but still caught some really big fish. But between them, they didn't catch that 80-pounder, did they? Shame. Lads, well done this week, but it's a nice day for a swim in it, eh?
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Oh, I really am.
Can't believe we didn't catch it.
I'm just going to get in. I'm going to
go,
get in.
Go, 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 go! Come on in! Yes!